Hey, hey guys, Jenny here. Back again to share with you how I've learned to love myself a little bit more this week. Kind of what I've been focusing on. So, one thing that I've really been diving into is my emotions. I've been really trying to understand why I'm feeling what I'm feeling, how that can be beneficial, how it can be bad. Why is it that emotions seem to be at the root of everything? I think we all have some pretty basic emotions. One that I struggle with a lot is anger. And anger can be actually a good emotion. It's good to feel anger. I mean, that's what alerts you to be protective or defensive of yourself. You see something, you read something, you get mad about it, and then you do something to change it. So you take your anger and turn it to something good. It's when you let that anger get out of control, or you don't focus it or pay attention to it, even suppress it, that it turns into rage. And rage is when you start making the bad choices, your brain gets muddled, you're not thinking about what it is you really want to do, you just act. And that's when the crazy comes out. I would know. So the other emotion I mostly struggle with is envy. Now, there's a lot of good parts of envy. Envy is what helps you strive to be better. You feel envious, you see something someone has or what they're doing in their life, and you just want to do more for yourself. So, yeah, determination and drive all sparked from envy. It's when you let that envy snowball out of control and suddenly you're wanting this person's house or this person's life or this person's looks, and you just let the envy build up. It turns into jealousy, and jealousy controls you. So envy is good, but jealousy is not good. The other base emotion that I think we feel is sadness or grief. And the way I see grief is grief happens when you're forced to say goodbye to a person, place, event, situation that you're not ready to say goodbye to. And so you're sad about it. So if you accept your sadness, embrace it, embrace that it is, it's okay to feel like that, you cared about something so deeply and that you loved it, or, you were happy for it. And it can be sad to see it go. It's when you let the sadness overrule your life and you can't think about anything else that it turns into depression. And we all know some bad things can happen when you're depressed, when you're not in that right state of mind. So your emotions, these three emotions, which I think are pretty fundamental to all human nature, you can either let fear control them, or you can let love control them. Now, you let fear control them, then the emotion is going to control you because you don't know where to turn. You're scared. You don't know how to handle it. You let your emotions fly out of whack, and then you make mistakes, and bad happens. But if you just turn to love, let love guide you, love will take those emotions and show you how to make them productive. How can you take this seemingly bad emotion and use it for something good? Well, that's because every emotion you feel is good. It's how you react to that emotion and how you control it that makes the difference. So I was thinking also a lot about my need to control everything, because I am this control freak. I see things and I want to plan, and I think the way I'm going to plan it out is going to be the best way to go. And then my emotions have such extremes. I can go really high and then really low in an instant. And I bet a lot of you actually are like that too. You can be all giggity, walking on sunshine, la la la, I'm happy, clouds, everything's going my way. And then you get that one piece of information, whether it's something you see, you hear, you read, someone tells you, and you can go from way up here to down here in an instant. You're hurt, scared, mad, upset, and I feel everything so deeply and so intensely. I mean, that's the way my emotions are, and that's why they run so extreme back and forth, and I used to consider for a long time that I might be bipolar, but I'm not bipolar. I'm human. There's human nature, and the best part about being human is figuring out who you are. What is it that you like? What is it that makes you tick? How do your emotions run? And when you figure that out, well, the rest is easy. You just have to be brave enough to look at yourself and understand who you are. So, as I work through these emotions, trying to work on not trying to control everything, once I just let my emotions come, let them feel, let myself feel them, go with the flow, as I've, just got to ride it out, understand that it's good, and turn it into something productive, turn it into something good. The last thing I was thinking about real quick before I go was revolving my life around someone. I've put a lot of my dreams on hold, projects on hold for my boyfriends. I've, wanted to just dive into their life. How can I help them? What can I do to make you happy or make you feel better? And it actually was not beneficial, because then I really wasn't happy, and that would have in turn make me take out my emotions on said boyfriend. So you really have to put yourself first, even though you may love someone and you really want to make them happy. Putting yourself first will make the relationship happier overall. Period. The end. Even if it doesn't seem like that. So I'm putting myself first, I'm learning my emotions, and I'm this much more in love with myself today than I was a week ago. So, hope you guys take that with you, and see you next week.